if they do move the way they do it, it's because it's our fault. We made them the way they are. I do consume meat, dairy, and fish. I'm so used to eating it that if I don't, it will hurt me. But at the same time, I feel wrong, and that's scary. That's very sad. Why can't they just put them to the side instead of just killing them?
Hi everyone, this is Sheena, and today I'm here with Fabio, and he saw my sign, 3 questions for animal lovers. So are you ready to get started?
Yes, I am.
So my first question is, what do you think about animal abuse or people that abuse animals?
I just think they're lowlifes because they like to attack things that won't hit them back. So they know animals are innocent, and hitting innocent animals is very sad and very, very low. It takes a certain type of anger to be doing that type of things. And anyone that really abuses animals, I do not look at them. How do I explain this? I don't look at them the same. You're not who you're supposed to be abusing an animal, because why don't you try to abuse a human that it's fair, right? They like to hit things that they know won't hit them back. Yeah.
They're innocent, aren't they?
They're very innocent, and they're very innocent. And then if they do move the way they do it, it's because it's our fault. We made them the way they are, and animals should be left alone. And that's all.
Yeah, awesome. I absolutely agree. The second question is, are there any industries where you pay for animals to be abused and killed? And by that I mean, do you consume meat, dairy, eggs, and fish?
I do consume meat, dairy, and fish. But I know every time I eat it, doesn't feel right. But at the same time, I'm so used to eating it that if I don't, it will hurt me. But at the same time, I feel wrong, and
Yeah, I think a lot of people feel like that, especially when we're younger. We feel that there's something kind of off when we eat any animal product, especially the flesh of an animal, because we can clearly see how that animal would have died and suffered just for our taste. You mentioned, out of habit. Do you think our taste pleasure is worth more than the life of an animal?
No, that's very deep. No, just for us to be pleased, and then it's costing an animal its life is very, very, very unfair. That's not fair. That's very sad. That's a very good question. No, that's not fair. Just for us to have some pleasure and to be satisfied. There's a million ways for us to satisfy ourselves, and then we choose the worst way is to kill an animal. It's just how us humans are, and we're so immune to it now that it's nothing to kill an animal. That's deep. Yeah, we're so immune to it that it's nothing to kill an animal these days.
There was a quote that says, we victimized animals to such an extent that they're not even considered victims anymore. Would you think that would be true?
That's exactly what I'm trying to say, and that person said it exactly the way I would want to say it. That's a very nice quote, yes. Who said that?
I think it's a animal rights activist. His name is Gary Yourofsky.
Okay. Yeah, that's a very nice quote. Gary said it properly.
Can you really be against animal abuse while still paying for animals to be abused and killed?
I understand what I think we just need more signs to remind us of what we're doing, because I'm not gonna lie, I'll be going buying some food and I'll be forgetting what happens to those animals, and I'll just and then having this conversation bring me back to reality about what's really going on with these animals. And what do I say? I think we need more signs, more I don't know how to explain it, but proper ways of killing animals, if that's if that's possible. You know what I'm yeah, that's all. I need to be reminded.
Yeah, exactly, because it's from when we're little, it's given to us, and even as we get older, it's still out of sight, out of mind. We buy the packaged product from a shop, and we don't think, we never see the process of what the animal has gone through. So we don't really quite make the connection as that's what we're paying for. Can I show you a few minutes video on the dairy industry?
Yes, but if it's very if it's very scary and blood and everything, I'm not really good with that. So.
Okay, there's not a lot of blood. I can turn it off before that point, just to give you an idea about how dairy is made.
Okay. Imagine how the mother feels. That's very sad. To be separated from your mother. That's deep. These guys have feelings too.
The animals?
Yeah, they have feelings too. They just can't express their emotions. Is this a mother following her kid?
Yeah, they'll chase after the truck. They'll cry for days, sometimes even weeks. They carry their baby for 9 months as we would. So the boys, they don't produce milk. They're a different breed to the ones we eat for beef. So this is what happens to them.
Oh no, what happened? No, it's all good. I'll deal with it.
Turn it off if you want.
No.
All baby boys will be killed within the first few days of life. Some are kept alive and killed for veal when they're 3 months old.
That's sad. That's very sad. So what's the point of... What did they just do to him? They just burn him?
They put the bolt gun in their head.
Pardon?
It's a bolt gun. It's a captive bolt gun to stun them.
So are they dead after that or no?
No, then they'll be hung upside down and their throats will be slit. Many times the bolt gun doesn't, the captive bolt gun, the stunning doesn't work.
Yeah, I think this is...
Sometimes they avoid the gun. Yeah. What do you think about what you saw?
I don't know what to say. That's sad. But it feels human. Somebody would be fighting for them, but it's cows and no one's really doing it. Yeah. They just need more people like you to fight for these cows. Like, that's sad. That's scary. I don't know what to say.
We need more people to kind of see the truth and make the decisions for themselves. Have you seen plant milks, oat milk, soy milk, almond, cashew even?
I see people getting creative and making different types of milks. Back in the day, I used to see almond milk and only soy milk. Now there's cashew milk. Now there's like very different types of milk. And I appreciate the people that are doing that because like less cows are being hurt for milk. Like, let's be real. Like, we could get milk anywhere, but like, why would we have to kill for milk? Like, that's sad. That's very sad. Yeah. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, most people don't. I myself didn't. I didn't know any of this for 42 years of my life. I only found out 3.5 years ago. I had no idea.
It's like you're living a lie. That's sad. So,
what would you think maybe would stop you from being plant-based or even being vegan?
First I gotta try, but it's not easy. It's easier said than done. Like, first I have to try to be a vegetarian. And after vegetarian, I'm going to still try, because you're still consuming milk and cheese, right? So, and after that, you just have to cut those two off, and then, because, you got to start somewhere, right? You can't just go from here to there in one step, right? So, yeah, that's scary. That's very sad.
As long as you're doing the best that you can do, because as you saw, vegetarians consume dairy and eggs. So much like the dairy industry, the egg industry is the same. There's 2 types of chickens. There's the broiler chickens that we eat for the flesh, and then there's the egg-laying hens. So the boys that are born to these egg layers, again, they're a waste product because they don't produce eggs, and they're a different breed to the broiler chickens, which are much bigger and more profitable for their flesh. So when they're 1 day old, they're put on a conveyor belt once the worker sees that they're male, and they're dropped into an industrial-size macerator. It's a blender. And they're killed on their first day of life. And that's standard practice. And that's considered high welfare. How does that make you feel about eggs?
I'm not going to lie. I had eggs for breakfast, and I don't think I'm going to have eggs for a while after just hearing this. Why can't they just put them to the side instead of just killing them?
Because they don't grow big enough to be broiler chickens, so they're not profitable. It's all about profit.
Yes, money is the root to all of this. And money can fight this, but at the same time, it's going to take people like you to find everyone to come together and just fight, because this is ridiculous. If no one's doing it, we're all toast. We're all done. This world has no conscience. Like, everyone's just living to live at this point, not even living to succeed and help people and help others. Like, that's very sad. That's very sad.
Like you said, it is all about money, and it is a supply and demand industry at the end of the day. So as the public, as the consumers, we have so much power because we vote with our dollars 3 times a day when we eat 3 times a day. we're voting to say we want this animal flesh or this cow's breast milk, or we want a plant-based product. And I don't know if you've noticed in Toronto the amount of plant-based products that are available now compared to before. That's because of people like us that are buying more of them. So we have all the power and we're voting with our dollar. What do you think about that?
I think you guys are doing something that's working, because sometimes I go to the grocery store, to the plant-based section now, and everything vegans, and I'm like, wow, if you guys didn't do that 5 years ago, 10 years ago, there'll never be this right now. So imagine what's going to happen in 10 years from now if you guys just keep going, because the more you talk, the more you guys really recruit people and actually show them the light, shed the light on what's really going on. So like from 10 years from now, I hope everything does get better, and I hope everyone realizes what's really going on, and people are yeah, that's all.
And I'll just leave you with the one thought: the change does start with you, and one person is capable of bringing about that change. Yeah. Do you have any questions for me?
No, but I have one last quote. I heard this from Tupac. He said, one man can't change the world, but he could change the mind of somebody that could change the world. And that's deep. So like, yeah, that's one of my quotes I want to finish.
That's amazing. I love that. Yeah. I love that. It's all about mindset, isn't it? And knowledge. Knowledge is power.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Thank you so much. That was amazing. Nice meeting you. Thank you.